Everybody will give a way of making money. So those are who don't wait until when your bets are 2 kg. When it's 1.9, make sure you look for a buyer. All right. So, and these are examples of some of the farms we visited actually to show that okay, we are not just coming here to tell you what we have. We are coming here to tell you what we experience on the field. So this is it, and this is it. These are the information from different farms. This is in Ogun State. I don't know if we know Rich Food. This is Adela Farm, Osun State. Different location. So that they will not say Ogun State food is different from other states. And these are some of the farms we visited. So we took pictures. Okay, I think this is around 3 weeks or so, 1.3 kg. And look at it. This is around 2 weeks, and yes, a week plus. No, 14 days. Yes, that's 2 weeks. 580 grams for one bird. So now we move to T series. The T series is our green line. Is because of the feedback from farmers. What you want you. We decide to go back to drawing board. Okay, now it's expensive. We can't reduce our quality. I know you all have friends, you have family abroad, different countries that will have New Hope there, and you have to maintain our reputation. Okay, so we decide to go for T series, and that T series, the nutritional plan is this 133. In order to save our time, it's the same thing. The only place where you have the difference is here. I don't need to explain this one again now.
Yes.
So here is where we have the difference. So instead of the 1,000 gram, it's now 1,500. Is at the finisher phase. We don't joke with this 510, 510T. All our crumble feed, we don't joke with it because foundation is key. Once you miss it at that point, there's a problem. So we decide to go for what? Here for 50 bird, 1,500 gram, 75,000 gram, 1,000, 75. The same way, 1 bag here, 3 bag here, 3 bag here. You have a 1, 3, 3, 500 gram, 1,500 gram, 1,500 gram. Show to you a shigon. So then the same thing to go. This one is now 35 days. Unlike the other one that is 32 days here, this is 35 days. Alright. So now, last year, because of this issue of price and the economy, I even told them, I don't want any other brand again. Let us just stick with this one. It's better to save time than to be saying, okay, we want cheaper products that will now be in Egypt. Our company in Egypt, they get 2 kg in 28 days. They get 2 kg in 28 days. Yes, that's the quality. And that's what we want to take Nigerian farmers to.
Right.
Great farmer, no farmer. Okay, now, because if we have to do that now, definitely we are going to go back to our 510 and step it up to probably 28 or 26. Then we now introduce another product that will give you for 42 days. You want price now, Abi? No, but we won't do that. So let us just try, have understanding with ourselves. And see, the price is in the value. Anybody that will tell you about broiler feed, we always tell you, get a quality broiler feed. The price is in the value. And I will explain to also this price that we are discussing. I will explain. That's our second phase of lecture. I will explain it very well. So the price is in the value of what you are getting. Okay, you want a cheaper product and you are keeping birds for over 3 months, 12 weeks. So you're not into business. Now when will you start another one? Alright. So now the next phase is what? 35, 135 rather. So the same thing too. Don't stress yourself. This one is for 42 days. The only difference there is the last phase. We have it 520, 521, 522. Broiler super starter crumble, starter pellet, finisher. Now, the 520 is in form of blue bag, and people are picking it up. A lot of farmers are buying it because of price. It's cheaper, but it's for farmers that can wait for what? 42 days. If you cannot wait, don't go and say you buy blue bag and they sell you the same, they consume the same thing and be expecting your 2 kg in 30 days or 35. We've not gotten to that stage yet. You cannot rob Peter to pay Paul. Great farmers. So here now you have 25 kg, 75 kg, 125 kg. And the number of bags you need here, 1, 3, 5. Total of 9 bags. You know why I like poultry? It's garbage in, garbage out. Yes, so if you give them good feed, they will give you good performance. If you give them poor feed, they will also give you. Now, this is where farmers are getting it right, or the other way. When you change from one feed to another, in 3 days, you'll be saying, yes, it's better, it's better. It's a lie. The reservoir, what they've reserved, what they've stored, is what they are using. Wait till after 1 week, you will see the end result. So 1, 3, 5, and here you get it for 42 days. This is for farmers who don't have large capacity, because we target both large capacity farm, 100,000, 200,000 for professionals that want to actually do their circles, and for small scale farmers who are just doing 200 birds, broiler, 1,000 birds, and they are okay with 42 days. So probably maybe with 3 cycles in a year, they are okay. They made enough profit. But somebody that is serious minded will not be thinking that way. We want professional, right? All right. Great farmers. Now, how many broiler farmers do we have here? Please just indicate. Broiler farmers. Okay. All right. Okay. And then we can discuss more. We can discuss more. Now, that's the feed aspect. So the reason why you have all this being itemized, the quantity of feed you need, is so that anytime you are doing your analysis of the number of birds you want to raise in 35 days, you can actually go with this plan. And what is expected? Okay, now go to Totmak. Okay, go to how much is it per bag, right? You can now plan yourself. You can stock them for about 1 month, and I'll finish the whole cycle. And when you are selling, because you bought a bag here, 17,000 naira or 18,000 naira or 19,000 naira. In March now, is not, the guarantee is not sure that you get it that same price by May. It's too far. Thank you. You all know us that we used to increase price every week. Every week. God will help us. That's why you see dollar Tuesday. It's almost every day. So we have to maintain our quality and our reputation. So I know our farmers will stick by us. If we like, we increase it anytime, as far as they are getting the quality. So farmers are with us. I know most of them are with us because of what? Our quality. So we too, we also understand for their own end. So that is why, please bear with us. Thank you. So that is why for broiler. Now, let us now discuss broiler production. Broiler production. Now, we discuss about feed. Now let us talk about challenges of broiler production. For broiler production, please, I want us to write it down. Stop wasting your money on vaccination. Some of us will wait. You will do first Lasota, second Lasota, third Lasota, first Gogoro, second Gogoro, third Gogoro. At the end of the day, even the broiler bed, they will still be passing out green feces. Wahala. So you get it now. Now, maximum vaccination you should do is 3. Maximum vaccination you should do is 3. And note, anytime you are vaccinating your bird, have it at the back of your mind. You are bringing that antigen to your farm. You are bringing that virus. Okay, you are bringing that virus to your farm. You are introducing it to your farm. And that antigen will only do 2 things. It's either it confer immunity to the birds and make sure those birds don't come down with the diseases, or when there is problem, they are not being preserved very well, they are not being administered correctly, there will be a prick or a failure. You understand now? You are trying to prevent gomboro and you are not seeing gomboro. Is that not wahala? So you are trying to prevent Newcastle, so your birds will not come down with Newcastle. That's why you are buying Lasota now, abi, and you are still seeing some sign of Lasota. It's because those birds actually came down without vaccine issues. So it is important, do the right vaccine at the right time. Now this is it, the first 10 days you have to make sure you vaccinate your bird, both Gomboro and Lasota, for the purpose of safety. Some farmers prefer to do Gomboro first, so day 7 you can do your first Gomboro. Are you with me? Or your first Lasota, no problem. But please don't mix Gomboro and Lasota. Some farmers are mixing it. Please don't mix vaccines together. Though they may be of the same, they may be of different maker or different binding sites, but it's a stress on the bird. I would rather advise, if you give them the Lasota day 7, and you want to do your first Gomboro, you can give them the second day, give them multivitamin. Throughout that day, once you give them the first vaccine, let them take fresh water. Second day, which is day 8, you can give them vitamin. Are you with me now? Then day 9, you can give them the other vaccine, whether Lasota or Gomboro. The first 10 days, make sure you've done your first Lasota and your first Gomboro, whichever you place first. Yes, but preferably myself, I prefer to give the first Lasota. Yes, then after Lasota I will give Gomboro day 10. Now for Gomboro, the idea is that there's what we call maternal derived antibodies. That is the immunity the DOC gets from the parent stock. So and Gomboro is IBD2, so it's part of it. That's why they are still covered. So how you do it, don't mix the vaccine. Then the second one, after, you can give them the second Lasota, don't even give them second Gomboro. Are you with me? Don't stop wasting your money. Anything that is a waste for them. And broiler, you are not keeping them for a longer period now. If it's for layers now, don't mix out those vaccines. You must make sure you give them as at when due. But for broilers, you don't need to waste your money on too much vaccine. Then for some of us that used to buy coccidia vaccine, I will advise you. It's an advice I'm giving to you. I'm not selling vaccine, no. I'm only giving you guideline. Are you with me now? And I'm not here to market any vaccine. If you know you don't know how to give coccidia vaccine, don't give it. Better use coccidia drug. The 3 main challenges with broiler: number 1, coccidiosis. Now the rain is approaching. Number 2, heat stress. Number 3, CLD. There's no way you keep broiler that you don't see 3 of these things. It's not possible. If you are a broiler farmer, you will experience it. So do your first Gomboro, first Lasota, second Lasota, case closed. Then for heat, let me start with heat stress. Heat stress is a stressor or a factor. You know, birds, they don't have sweat gland. Are you with me? Because they don't have sweat gland, they pant when they are challenged with heat. And that panting, that's opening their beak, they are not losing water, they are losing what we call electrolytes. Just like drip will not lose, and that's why those birds will enter into shock. So for you to do your management heat stress, avoid overcrowding. Avoid overcrowding. Don't say because the price of DOC is now 17 naira. You now, and this place is meant for 500 bed. You now purchase 150. At the end of the day, you will lose what you bought so far. So avoid overcrowding. Provide adequate ventilation. So provide adequate ventilation. Now, when you have adequate ventilation, of course, the birds will be able to move around. You will have reduced mortality. Then number 3, Avoid wet litters. Wet litters. You know our litter. Some farmers, they will go and heap litters. Tori ko si wood shavings one. They will now go and buy another wood shavings. They will add it on the litters. Add a bed. And they don't know that once there is water spillage, or probably after the whole place gets wet, that litter produces heat, and it will contribute to the stress. So automatically avoid what? Wet litters. Then you can actually provide ventilators or heat extractors. Provide it for them, heat extractor. Like most of those enclosed housing system, control system, they have heat extractors that will extract the heat. So but if you don't have that, avoid wet litter, avoid overcrowding, and there are other medication you can use. Then one other factor that is very important: feed less during the day. In the afternoon when it's hot, raise all the feeders. Provide fresh water. Fresh water, you can add ice block if you have. You can add vitamin C if you have. Another medication, you can add it to it if you have, for heat stress. That's that. Then feed more at night. At night, feed more. Feed more at night. Provide light for them. Feed more at night. I think that's the whole thing about heat stress. Then you'll be able to manage it very well. Now, the second challenge is coccidiosis. Right? So avoid roof leakage. If your pen now, right now, if you have places in your pen that is leaking, ensure you what? They are being covered. Avoid roof leakage. Afesiojo. That Afesiojo now is your pen orientation now. When you are building your pen, you have to do your pen orientation. There is a way you build pen. Don't just say because you want to do poultry. Oh yeah, more block right? No. If you want to do pen construction again, that was another training on itself. So that where the sun rises, because it's not just even Afesiojo. Even when the sun is rising and when it's going, the direction at your pen, the direction at which you place your pen matters. You understand now? So when it comes to that now, for the wind, you need to, of course, you have your trampoline hang over there, and during rainy season like this, though even birds when it's cold, they even like it. That's matured ones. Their body will calm, the whole place will be cool. But as far as your roof is not leaking, no problem. Number 2, avoid water spillage. Water spillage. Some of the drinkers, they are not well placed, and once those birds are flying on the drinkers, the water will spill. Let the drinker be at the chest level. Let it be at the chest level. So once at the chest level, they cannot easily fly. And the eti oba general mama for now. Line share here. Abi? So if it's broiler, of course, how will it be able to lift itself? I understand if it's pullet, no problem. Those ones, later they get used to they reduce the way they fly. But for broiler, feed them very well. They don't have time to be flying up and down. They rather eat and rest, right? Except you don't feed them very well. That's why they be flying like birds. Thank you. All right. So for cocci now, I've said avoid water spillage. Then use medication too. As you are stocking your feed, as you are stocking your bed, buy 1 or 2 little medication just for prevention. You know, because I hate mortality. Do you know why? If you lose one bed, you have not lost the bed alone, no, by saying only one bed dies. You have lost the entire profit on that bed. You have lost the entire money spent on feeding that bed. So that is why mortality is key. Yes, we have percentage that you should follow. For broiler, try. It should not be more than 5%. 5% is even too much. Abi, there are some farms they'll do 2. But no matter how bad it is, ensure. That's why they are giving you that jara. That one they are adding to you from the hatchery, because they know that there's no how you will do it. 1 or 2 will die, right? So they also know what they are doing. And This is why you're having this mortality. Is hard. It's hard health. When you are treating them, you have to treat all of them. And there's no way all of them cannot have the same immunity. Are we correct? Yes. So that will lead us to the second phase of the training anyway. So the other one again, I've talked about choice of DOC, I've talked about coccidiosis, I've talked about heat stress. Now, broiler pneumonia. Okay, let me talk about CRD before I move to the broiler pneumonia. Yes, this is an example of CRD. This is the example of cocci. You can see them. This is the example of broiler pneumonia. But you raise your, it's okay. Can we all see it? Now they are gasping for air. Now this is it. About 4 cases is what I'm presenting here. This first one is broiler pneumonia, whereby when you collect your DOC, they are busy gasping for air. They are trying to. There's difficulty in breathing, and factors that can actually cause this. One, when your breathing temperature is not accurate. If the broiler or DOC, rather, I don't want to use broiler, whether DOC or whether pullet, if they are cuddling together, don't so more that shows that place is too cold, right? And the monkey pneumonia. If you otutu yes, when they are coming together and it's cold, they are sharing their body temperature. So that's why you see it. And for this phase, some of us, when we want to brood, I advise farmers, go with nystatin. Nystatin is a prevention. You can actually mix it together with your antibiotics. Some of them come with the parent stock itself. They are suppressing some of this parent stock. They have some infection or two within them. So I would advise go with nystatin and antibiotics. In fact, also the antibiotics free. But because our biosecurity is poor, starting from the DOC, that's why you've invested a lot in buying DOC. You cannot take that risk, right? So I will advise us, as you are giving them the first 5 days antibiotics and medication, add nystatin to it. So yes, and give them the right temperature to prevent that, because aspergillosis infection, that's called broiler pneumonia. Thank you. So now the second one I'm discussing is coccidiosis. I've said that it's a protozoan infection and it's common with broilers, especially those ones raised on the deep litter, because that protozoan infection, once they pick one of the egg, it will infect others. It's common in broiler. The second one is CRD, chronic respiratory disease. You can see the eye is swollen together with the nose. Yes. So chronic respiratory disease. Why you're having this distress is this. Just imagine yourself every day you sleep with your chest facing the bed. Will you sleep well? No. Same thing too goes with broiler. Once they finish eating, they will go and sit down. Most of them, they will sit. And in the process of resting, they will be adding weight. And there's always compression on the lungs. Are you with me now? So as they are gathering that kill muscle, that chest muscle, the breathing is not flowing as adequate. So ensure you don't have wet litters, because when you have wet litters, there will be build-up of ammonia. Just imagine yourself, you are going to a particular restroom, one on the floor here. After 3 days, can you go there? Thank you. The same way too, you have it. They are for chicken, one it's not separate. They are the same. So as they are passing out the litter, they are passing out both the feces and the urine together. So there's always a build-up of ammonia. Is that from the urine to break down to ammonia? So in the process, they will not breathe well, and infection will set in. So they start developing these signs: difficulty in breathing, swollen eyes. They start spending money on drugs. That's why we are here, so that it's not just for feed alone. We want you to spend less on drugs. If I should drug imeji, sachet drug imeji, ojo bag color now. Abi, there's drug being sold for 8,000 a year, one sachet. Am I correct? Yes. So 2 drugs can actually buy 1 bag of feed. So find way of spending less on medication. And when you do that, your management is important. Management is important. Great farmers, no farmer. Yes. So now that will bring us to the